Hello, the Specialist here with a new series that I'm starting for Call of Duty, and it's going to be probably five episodes long, and it's going to be analyzing and talking about the latest and more mainstream Call of Duties, not the older ones, unless y'all want me to do the older ones and tell me. But I'm going to start off with talking and analyzing probably COD 4. I'm just doing this to try to just look the overview of the past few Call of Duties. And the first one, like I just said, is Call of Duty 4. And right now, as you see, I have Call of Duty 4 gameplay on it. And I'm going to talk about the pros and cons that this game has. And in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion, it is the best game so far of the Call of Duty series. It had the most innovations, most advancements for something that before didn't have that many things. Call of Duty 3 and COD 2. COD 2 had a pretty good multiplayer. COD 3 had... It was alright. I liked the campaign. Multiplayer wasn't the best. I mean, if you did like that kind of multiplayer, then you would like it, but it was okay for me. But otherwise, COD 4 brought in perks, new guns, modern warfare, which you hadn't seen a whole lot of. You've mainly seen World War II gameplay in every single kind of game, unless you're playing Halo or Battlefield. But yeah, so I innovated with the guns, all the perks, attachments. It just created the loadout, and you just could do anything. Or at the time, it felt like you could do anything. You had tons of things you could play around with, and the game was pretty much balanced all the way. There were its kinks, but I mean, for a game doing that much innovations, there are going to be some kinks in it, and some cons would be probably the balance between the M16 and grenade launcher, but that's one thing. All the Call of Duty had their overpowered guns. This game also had some perks that were kind of out of whack, and they still didn't have to fix that since today, which I think somebody said that COD Black Ops is going to take out last stand. That's what I just heard. This game also, I think, has brought a lot of life to the game, and it has been probably seen as, I've seen multiple lists say it's probably like in top 10, top 15 greatest games of all time. I can see it brought life to first-person shooter, which at the time it wasn't dying, it was more growing, and this one brought even more life to it. More predecessors of first-person shooters kind of copied off it, went off it, followed it, and just it innovated the whole first-person shooter look. It brought it up to par with a lot of other games. Instead of just being seen as a first-person shooter, as a regular scoring game, it has been brought up to be one of the more elite level sort of games these days, which is first-person shooters. Which is why, in large part, I play them. Call of Duty 4 has also, let's see, it was created in 2007. Graphics, it's been using, I forgot what the engine was, but this engine, I think they've been using it for the past 3 Call of Duties. The good engine, it has got kind of out of date. They probably needed to revamp it, but for this game, for at the time, these graphics were really good. I think it was given an award for best graphics, or it was nominated for it. I don't think it won it, but this game has won multiple awards for greatest game of 2007, I think. It sold millions first week, and it could be argued to be one of the best first-person shooters of all time. And in my opinion, it could be. And overshadowed of the Call of Duty series, the order of the Call of Duty series has gotten out of whack. The games, if you put these games in a different order, then this series would be amazing. Call of Duty 4 brought it up, livened it, showed how great a first-person shooter could truly be. I mean, it may be broken right now, but if they put time into it, they could fix it, which hopefully they come out with anniversary edition, which if they did that, that would be great. Everybody would get that. It would be fixed, perfect graphics, yay.
But this, if you put this, let's see, if you put MW3 right after this game, that would be seen as a great game. I mean, MW3 would be seen as a pretty good game. I don't think people still complain about it somewhat, as for certain things in the game are unbalanced. They would have to fix. But otherwise, if you put all the Call of Duty games into a different order, then they could be seen. This could be seen as one of the greatest series for games, period. But since they were placed in an order that kind of, where they try to do too much in MW2, but it could have been one of the greatest series. It still, I think, is one of it. But because of mainly MW2, this series has been called dead. But thanks to games like COD 4 and Black Ops, which Black Ops I think is probably one of the most underrated games of the series, it has been brought back to life. People still think it's dead. I don't know why. But that is what I think about Call of Duty, my analysis of it, pros and cons. It is a great game. Had its kinks in it, which they attempted to fix in the next game, which they kind of failed, but I'll talk about that the next game. That would be, MW2, that would be the next video, and this video is wrapping up. I guess I'll talk for a minute more about what I'm going to do next. Probably tomorrow or the next day I'm going to have a Minecraft Let's Play, and I think I might do the first episode by myself just to try to settle it out. If I can get somebody else to do it, then I'll hopefully get somebody to talk to me and we can do it. But I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed it. Give me feedback, anything. Thank you for watching, and Specialist out. Peace!